influence of the media is detrimental to the American political process. The value of upholding in this debate is knowledge. The criterion of this matter is to obtain knowledge. The media is not allowed to people to pursue the truth. With being said, I will define the following. Influence, to affect, detrimental, to cause harm or injury. Media, communication through radio and television. Political process, the process of the formulation and administration of public policy by interaction between social groups and political institutions. If I show the influence of the media undermines the, if I show that the influence of the media undermines the will of the people, you will affirm as well that the media is in fact detrimental to our political process, or remember our intentions and our orders. Alright, my first intention is students who use social networking sites while studying scored 20% lower and had an average GPA of 3.6, while other students who didn't use social networking sites scored much higher. The difference is outstanding if they score lower on tests. How are they to use accurate judgment on politics? Especially because 49.1 of people have heard false news versus social media. On September 5th, 2012, false rumors of fire shootouts and caravans of gunmen in Mexico City suburb spread via Twitter and Facebook, caused panic, flooded the police department with 2,000 phone calls and temporarily closed schools. My second contention is, in an age of timeless and demand for information, the media plays a crucial role in informing politics, campaigns, and elections. But the public lives of the information from the media, this is also an underlying skepticism in the American culture against the media, politicians for negative campaign coverage and perceived media bias. My third contention is the bad news bias. Good news is boring and probably does not photograph well either. This bias makes the world look like a more dangerous place than it really is. Plus, the bias makes politicians look far more crooked than they really are. In an age of timeless demand for information, the media plays a crucial role in informing politics, campaigns, and elections. The public lies off of the information from the media. There's also underlying skepticism in the American culture against the media and politicians for negative campaign coverage and perceived media bias. I am done.
So I will cross-examine you further. What would you do without social media?
Personally, I don't use social media. I just text my friends, tell my friends. I mean, same thing. It's just sharing pictures. And I personally don't. I don't use it. I personally think it's stupid because I just don't use it. That's my thing.
Are you aware that 80% of Americans tune to radio and television for their personal beliefs and influences?
Yes.
What is your favorite news channel?
Oh.
If you had to pick, you know it's not your favorite.
I will watch the news sometimes, but I watch like Fox or occasionally, but depends. Because the really big stuff that goes on, it will spread fast, and I will hear it over everywhere. It depends what it is. It depends if it's a big event, like a Syria conflict. I already knew, but I didn't have to watch the news for that. I already that thing spread all over everywhere. I didn't have to watch the news for that.
So. Are you aware that Fox 4 is it's strictly for conservative, also known as Republican Party? Did you know that there's several news broadcasting stations that are for different influences that people can tune in if they don't like the biased information they're getting? Do you know that because of some of the broadcast shows that they for the news during the elections of the re-electing of President Obama, it actually helped them to pick the better choice by seeing the errors that Mitt Romney has done in the past. No further questions for them. So for my roadmap, I'm gonna list my contentions. Okay, my first contention, in today's society, we are basically run by media. Imagine a world where media does not exist. How would we metaphorically run as a nation? How would we know, like, for instance, a few months ago, the government shut down. That was kind of necessary for us to know as a democracy. We needed to know as people, this is what our founding fathers brought to this nation, and we should be involved in our country. And by tuning in a broadcasting station, we should have the right to know what our government's doing, what people are doing. It's just part of the political process that us, the citizens, should be aware of. My second contention, even though media takes sides in politics, they always portray both sides, since not only one specific political party uses the media. As I was probably governing my the affirmative side, I did mention that Fox 4 is strictly for conservative people, and he also mentioned that he likes to see that show occasionally. But how my contention is restating and explaining that there's specific political parties that is used by the media so people can tune in. If they don't like what they hear, they just go to a different broadcast station and they just tune into that one. We basically work together on deciding what we want for the U.S. Like as a democracy, we just decide what we want. This is not a communist nation. It's something we pick and we elect. This is how we do. Like without media, we would just be narrow-minded people. We wouldn't know what to do or what knowledge we would use. It would just be a pointless society. Every day we hear about something going on politically, and without media, we would never really know. We would have no way of knowing what is going on in the world as soon as possible without the media. Today, how would we know that Steve Jobs died? Like, he was like, I mean, he contributed to our country in so many ways, like iPhones. The president uses an iPhone. I mean, he's an important political figure, I would say. And a lot of people want to know what's current right now, and I mean, like my contention says, um, the world wouldn't be as possible as today without the media we use today. My third contention, media is something used every day, and it will only continue to grow stronger. Nothing's going to stop that. We're in the 21st century. It's 2014. What's going to happen? Um, As an individual, we would rather have some information that is partly true rather than no information at all. We're not in Cuba where Fidel Castro restricts everything, computers, media, everything. It's detrimental for them not to have an opportunity to actually view things as an individual, to compare things of other political figures that are out there, and they can vote because they're seeing this influences through different stations that are tuning they're tuning for to know who's right and what's wrong. I mean, they still have a mind of their own and they can decide which is right and which is wrong. It's not they're not ultimately relying on just one station. I mean, there's various stations that they can tune in. My fourth contention, having biased information is better than no information. Most articles you read might have a biased opinion behind them, although it is the only piece of information released. The more media coverage that is shown about a politician, the more votes they will receive. People will always believe the news, even if manipulated. They will have some form of information on politics. This goes for celebrities. Everyone's always talking negative about celebrities. Um, Politicians are almost like they're basically like celebrities, and they're always talking bad about the the famous people, and it'll often get manipulated, but that's just how it is. Your society is that's how it is. But without this information, this give information, we wouldn't be all together and united as a republic democracy. So it is beneficial for us to have this information. is needed. It guarantees our person to know what to do and to be informed on a daily basis. And those are all my connections.
All right, I have a cross-examination card now. What was your third point again?
My third point is media is something we use every day, and it will only continue to grow stronger and better.
What was your second?
The second point is, even though media can take sides in politics, they will always portray both sides, since not only one
I
specific.
knew it. I kept looking at it. I was thinking like, is it recording?
It's not recording, right? It's not recording, right? It's recording.
I kept staring at it.
I'm not really to do this again, right?
I kept staring. I kept like.